Most High. All praise to the Most High. Right, let's go to Leviticus 11 and verse 7. Before that, let's go to Sirach 33 and verse 1. Right, brother, it's very important, man, that you come back to keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. There's nothing more important under the heavens than serving the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Right, bring that up.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 33 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
There shall no evil.
There shall what?
There shall no evil happen unto him that feareth the Lord.
So no evil is going to happen unto you if you fear the Lord. Now, how do you truly fear the Lord? How do you love the Lord? Follow his commandments, right? Keep going, King.
But in temptation, even again, he will deliver him.
So even when you get tempted, say like you want to buy something on the Sabbath, or you want to eat pork, the Lord will deliver you from that temptation if you truly fear him. If you truly walk in these laws, statutes, and commandments, right? Before we go into Leviticus, let me get Wisdom of Solomon chapter 4 and start at verse 20. It should be the last verse. So that's why we out here, man, in the rain, in the heat, the cold, sleet, whatever weather it may be. We here, man. We here to get our brothers on the right track. Brother, what's your name? Tonio, man. We here to make sure, Tonio, you come out here next week and you got on what? Come on, brother. You can't let it slip that fast, man.
That fast.
Yeah, it's a garment, but what goes on your garment? Start with an F, brother.
F.
It start with an F and an R right after it. You about this fringes, brother. You got to make sure you have your fringes on, right? Bring that out.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 4 and verse 20. And when they cast up the accounts of their sins.
So if we're gonna cast up the accounts of our sins unto the Lord, how do you think the Lord is gonna weigh it in the balance, Tonio? What you think? How do you think the Lord is gonna judge you according to your sins? You think he's gonna be merciful? You think he's gonna be angry? You think he's gonna be judged heavily? Because you know you're an Israelite for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. How do you think the Lord is gonna judge it?
That's a good question.
Let's see what the Lord says.
They shall come with fear.
No, they should be happy.
They shall come with fear.
No, they should be smiling.
They shall come with fear. And their own iniquities shall conceive them to their face. Shall convince them to their face.
So your own iniquities will convince you to your face. So brother, that's what we out here to make sure you understand that you got to offend less and less and less in these last days.
Right.
You got to make sure your foot is on the right path, the straight and narrow path to the kingdom of heaven, man. Anything to the left-hand side is death and destruction.
Right.
It's fire and it's water. Right, let me get 2nd Esdras chapter 8 and verse number 1. Right? You still hold Leviticus? Okay.
2nd Esdras chapter 8 and verse 1. And he answered me, saying, the Most High has made this world for many.
So the Lord created this world that we living in, this defiled water. Heathens walking around. It's okay to be a pedophile. It's okay to do everything opposite of what the Lord commanded us. But what?
The Most High made this world for many, but the world to come for few.
So the world to come is for few. Right? It's like the trials for the Olympics. Everybody tries out. Everybody runs the 100 yards, the 200, all these different meters to make it, but only a few can go and compete in those games. That's the same way it is in the world to come, brother. So you got to make your election sure. You got to do what you have to do to make sure you're concealed and preserved, that we can walk into the kingdom of heaven, man. Right, let's get Leviticus 11.
Leviticus 11 and verse 7. And the swine.
Now what's swine, brother?
Swine is dirty. It's a dirty flesh. Dirty flesh.
What type of animal is it? Pig.
Though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. Of their flesh shall you not eat.
So you got to stop eating pork from this day forward, brother.
Right.
From this day forward, man. Unless your sins will convict you in front of the face of the Lord, man. And you're going to be walking around ashamed because you had $1 million spiritually in your pocket and you cast it away for naught. Right? Of their flesh shall you not eat.
And their carcass shall you not touch. They are unclean to you.
So all that pork products that you have in your house, brother, what you got to do with it when you get home? You got to do what? Say it loud, brother. You don't seem confident.
Throw it away.
You got to throw that stuff away, brother. Take 2 trash bags and wrap it up so you don't even got to smell it, brother.
Right.
From this day forward, no pork should touch your fork, your fingers, your lips, your tongue, your teeth. None of that, brother. Right, keep going.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
So you can only eat what that comes out the water.
Anything that got
Take your time, brother. Take your time.
anything that got scales.
Scales and what? There you go, brother.
Right. Fins and scales.
So those are the only clean things that you can eat that come out of the water.
Right.
Right, but what do our people like to eat that come out of the water? Yeah, all that. What's all that? The stuff you eat? You don't eat that? Okay, all praises to the Most
I
High.
just eat. I don't eat pork, but when I was at work, I did eat it.
All right. Well, you got to fear the Lord, brother.
Right.
You have to fear the Lord. Give me Hosea chapter 5 and start at verse number 5. Right, this is important, brother. Right, you can't just say I ate a piece of pork. It's all right, brother. That's death.
That's right.
That's death that you entertaining, brother. You got to be steadfast in the Lord. Give me 2 Peter chapter 5 and start at verse number 9.
Hosea chapter 5 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
The pride of Israel doth testify to his face. Therefore shall Israel and Ephraim fall in their iniquity. Judah also shall fall with them.
So, brother, you're going to fall in your iniquity because that's a prideful thing to say. I was at work and I just ate it. When you know that the Lord commanded the Israelites not to eat pork. Right? So the Lord is just going to allow you to fall into condemnation until you stand upon your feet and be righteous, brother. Till you stand upon your feet and put your fringes on.
Right.
What about this on your face, brother? Can you grow a beard?
Yeah.
You sure? Well, you know it's a commandment to keep a beard on your face, right? Yeah, that's why the angels have it. That's why our Lord had it. Right? That's a commandment to make sure that you're wearing a beard. Now, brother, do you shave?
No.
Or you don't shave?
No. That's just my face.
Oh, okay. All praise to the Most High. Okay. I thought you were saying you could grow a beard. All right. But what's your beard? How old are you, brother?
28.
28, man. Lord willing, at 29, man, your beard is mighty, man. Lord willing. Right? Let's go, what I call it?
5 and 8.
Come, 1 Peter 5 and 9.
1 Peter 5 verse 9.
Bring it out.
Whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. But the God of all grace, who have called us unto his eternal glory by Hamashiach Yahushai, after that ye have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, settle you.
So in that time that you endure, resist the afflictions not given to your flesh, the Lord is going to establish you and make you perfect, brother. So you're not walking up and down knowing that you're an Israelite and then we got to tell you what you got to do. You're going to be perfect, brother. You're going to be standing upon your feet telling other people how they're supposed to keep the commandments.
Right.
Directing other people the way into the Lord. Being that light set upon the hill. Right? And that's what we out here to tell you, Tony. We want you to be on this side, brother, with the mic.
Right.
You're supposed to be getting on these white people telling them they're going into slavery.
Right.
You're supposed to be getting on Eve dressed all out of order telling them to put some clothes on. Right? It's just time, brother. Right? Give me 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 11, man.
1 Peter 4 and verse 11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of Yahweh.
So now going forward, brother, anything that you speak has got to be the words of the Lord, man. Not the words of these rappers that you listen to. Who's your favorite rapper?
I don't have no favorite rapper.
Who's your favorite rapper, Tony? Or who you listen to all the time?
I don't know. I just listen to music just to listen to.
So who you listen to the most? Come on, brother. You don't got to think that hard. You know who you listen to, brother. But I guarantee you that you can name 10 of their songs. Wouldn't you be able to?
Well, Tevin Campbell. Like, that's the type of music I listen to.
Or you listen to Tevin Campbell?
Yeah. And
Can you name
like,
3 Tevin Campbell songs?
You got
Well, I don't want you to name them, but can you name them?
some.
Yeah, you can name them. But, brother, you got to do a whole 180 and be able to name 3 commandments of the Lord without thinking like that, brother.
I can
You should be able to do it like in a heartbeat, brother.
I can do that.
You can?
Yeah.
So what can women wear?
Like anything that come above their knee.
Can they wear shorts?
No. They're not even supposed to be showing their knee.
Okay. How many days are you unclean How many days is your wife unclean if she has a son? You see, these are the commandments we're supposed to know. That's how we're supposed to be able to speak the oracles of the Lord. Right? It's 40 days, brother. It's 40 days. Just 7 days. Your wife will be 7 days unclean and 33 days in purification. That's how you're supposed to be with the commandments of the Lord. That's how you're supposed to be with walking in the ordinance of the Lord. It should come second nature, brother. Bring that out, King.
Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Your precept.
Come. Book of Job chapter 11 and verse 14.
Bring it out.
If iniquity be in thine hand,
If what?
if iniquity be in thine hand,
Now, what is iniquity, brother?
Iniquity, temptation, like trial.
Iniquity is sin. Iniquity is wickedness in the sight of the Lord. Right? So if iniquity be in your hand,
put it far away.
do what?
Put it far away.
No, keep it close.
Put it far away.
Now, brother, do you got anything in your hand that'll be considered iniquity or sin?
Right.
What is that?
Wait, it's nicotine.
It's nicotine. Right? Let's get 1 Corinthians chapter 3. Now, is that healthy for your body, brother?
No,
Is that profitable for your body?
no,
What would the Lord call that?
abomination.
It's an abomination. It's iniquity. It's sin, brother.
That's right. That's right.
1 Corinthians 3 verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High?
So, Brother Tonio, you the temple of the Lord, man. You the temple of the Lord.
That's right.
Glorious.
Right.
Beautiful in his sight. Right?
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
So even the Lord had a small glimpse of mercy upon us to understand that we're Israel, like the brother was going into. So the Spirit of the Most High is dwelling right here and inside you, brother.
If any man defile the temple of God,
Now, how can you defile the temple of God? How? Say like we came to your house, brother, and my brother Thawam kicked your door in and threw in a firecracker and caught everything on fire. Would you want to dwell there? All that smoke in there, all that defiled wood burnt.
Not at all.
You wouldn't want to dwell in there. How much more the Lord inside you with you smoking that vape?
See that?
Right, keep going, King.
if any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
You are going to die, brother, if you keep smoking that. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Right.
Now, do you serve the Lord wholeheartedly?
No, not at all.
You don't? Well, are you going to?
Of course.
Well, throw that in the harbor.
Now,
Throw it in the harbor now,
That's right.
at this very second.
Very second. All the way.
All praise to the Most High, man. That's a mighty first step. You don't got another one on you, do you?
no, I just got my phone.
All right, you don't got no weed or nothing on you, do you?
No.
All right, brother. Well, you can't smoke weed neither, brother.
Right.
You can't do any of that, brother. You got to be holy because the Lord is holy, man.
Right.
We got to make sure we're presenting ourselves acceptable in the sight of the Lord, man.
Right.
So, give us 3 commandments that you learned. 3.
Thou shalt not bear false witness.
Whoa, you ain't learned that here. You ain't learned that up here, brother.
Thou shalt not bear false witness.
That's part of the commandments, but you ain't learned that up here today. What did you learn up here today? Now you're not gonna weasel out of this one, brother.
3 that I learned today.
3 of them that you learned today, less than 15 minutes ago.
Women should not wear any short dress. Anything that's above their.
Well, that apply to you, brother.
Oh, apply to me?
Yeah.
Oh,
What's today?
Saturday. Keep Saturday and Sunday the Sabbath day, right? Keep it holy. That was one commandment, right?
Well, yeah, the Sabbath day is Friday night sundown to Saturday night sundown.
Right.
Right. So what can't you do on the Sabbath day?
Buy or selling.
No buying or selling. What else? Working.
Right. That's right.
No doing your own pleasures, brother.
Right.
You're supposed to be out here with brothers, getting built up, making sure you got on what?
My friend.
Come on, you right there. Come on, you right.
Come on, brother. Dig deep. Dig deep in that memory bank, brother. You right there, your friend.
My friend.
Fringe.
My friend just
There you go, brother. Your
Fringes.
fringes.
Right.
That's 2 of them. And why do you wear the fringes, brother? The brother went over it for you.
remind me of the
Keep the what?
Israel.
To remind you of the Israelites,
Remind me of I'm an Israelite.
in a sense. Let's read it for the brother again.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38.
Bring it out.
Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garment throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
So what are they for to remember what?
All the commandments of the Lord.
And what?
And do them.
And what, brother? And do them. So what's the purpose of these fringes?
Remember the commandments of the Lord and do them.
There we go, brother. All praises to the Most High.
See that?
And what's another thing that you learned up here? That's only two, brother.
Another thing that I learned. I actually learned about a woman when she have a son and how many days she's, unclean.
Yeah, but it's another thing that you learned that you shouldn't be doing, brother. Another thing that's very key and pivotal to your salvation.
Eating pork, or eating anything that's below the sea besides the fish.
There you go. But the one thing that was in your head, what you supposed to stop doing from this day forward? And smoking.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't do it.
That's how you supposed to move, brother. That's how you supposed to gain up your spirit, brother. That's how you build yourself up, man. Give me Malachi 2, verse number 14.
Bring it out.
It's the book of Malachi, chapter 2 and verse 14.
Bring it out.
Yet ye say, wherefore? Because the Lord have been witness between thee and the wife of thy youth, against whom thou hast dealt treacherously, yet is she thy companion and the wife of thy covenant.
So we dealt wickedly with the wife of our youth, with wisdom, man.
Right.
We took wisdom for granted. We took wisdom like it was nothing. And the Lord imputed wisdom upon Israel, man, to be our wife. And we dealt treacherously with her. So from this day forward, brother, you got to hold wisdom like you never held anything before, man.
That's right.
Hold it right next to your heart. So wisdom can hear your heartbeat and she can dwell with you and increase you in these last days.
Right.
So the only way to do that is by keeping what? Give me Wisdom of Solomon 1, verse 3. By doing what? By keeping the commandments,
That's
brother. That's what we harping, man. Keeping the commandments, man.
Keeping the commandments.
And we can't teach you the whole commandments up here. We be out here until next year.
See that?
So that comes with you studying and learning, and the Lord saying, "Blessed is he that readeth."
Right.
So when you read, you get more understanding. You get the time to be intimate with the Most High, so He can sup with you. When He knocks at your door, you gotta open it up, so that you can get more understanding. Bring that up.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
For froward thoughts separate from God, and his power, when it is tried, reproveth the unwise.
So those forward thoughts, those things like, oh, I can't keep these commandments, I don't want to keep them, it separates you from the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Right.
But once you let the Lord dwell with you, it reproves the unwise. That's why you get more understanding, brother. The Lord is calling you in these last days to get rid of that foolish ideology and the things of this world, man. He's bringing you back to be whole, bringing you back to stand upon your feet like a mighty man that you are, brother. Stand like a mighty man, brother. Stop standing like you unsure, man. Put them shoulders up, brother.
Right.
Put them shoulders up, man. Stand like an Israelite, brother. Keep reading.
Verse 4. For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in the body that is subject unto sin.
So wisdom not going to dwell in a body that's subject unto sin. Meaning if you constantly sinning and you backtracking, wanting to smoke weed, thinking nobody knows, guess whose eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun?
See that?
The Lord's eyes.
Right.
There's nothing that you can hide from the Lord, brother. So wisdom is going to flee and dwell with somebody else if you deal with it deceitfully like we just read. So from this day forward, Tonio, you got to put forth all your strength to serve the Lord. Right? You came up when the brother read that. You got to put forth all your strength to forsake the ways of this world, to forsake the ideologies that you've been learned. And you got to forget everything and come as a newborn babe. Come as a newborn babe unto the Lord so you can grow and be that tall tree that's planted by the waters. Bring that out, King.
Right.
Psalm 119 and 115. Depart from me, ye evildoers.
Do what?
Depart from me, ye evildoers. For I will keep the commandments of my God.
For I will keep the commandments of my God. It's just that simple, Tonio. So from this day forward, what's your plan? What's our plan, brother? Because we won, brother. We family up here, man.
Right.
What's our plan as a whole?
To follow the Lord with all our soul.
There you go. By keeping what?
The commandments that He gave us.
There we go, brother.
Praise Lord, praise
There we go, brother. Did you have any questions? Anything that you wanted to know?
Not at all.
You sure?
No.
You sure, brother?
No, not at all.
All right, brother.
Everything that I wanted to ask is right here in front of me.
And what's that?
The real name of the Father,
What's the real name of the Father?
Yahweh, Yahweh. Oh, you can say Yahweh.
Well, that's not his name, brother.
Right.
Give me Acts chapter 4 and verse 12. Right? It's not Yahuwah, Yahweh. That's the name that these white people say because they can't pronounce the name of the Lord, man. The name of the Lord is dreadful to them. It's terrible to them.
Right.
It's terrifying to them.
Right.
It was only given unto Israel, man.
Yeah.
Yahweh.
Nope. Not Yahweh. Let me get Acts first.
Acts 4 verse 12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men, whereby we must be saved.
So there's no under name under heaven that was given unto the Israelites that we should be saved, man. So not Yahweh, not Yahuwah, not Yeshua, or any other wicked name that you try to use, man. Let's give the brother the true name of the Lord.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 26 and verse 4. Trust ye in the Lord forever. For in the Lord Yahweh.
For in the Lord who?
For in the Lord Yahweh is everlasting strength.
So what's the Lord's name?
Jehovah.
Read it again.
For in,
Say it slow so the brother can understand, Bob Gishar.
for in the Lord Yahweh.
For in the Lord who?
Yahweh.
What's the Lord's name, brother?
Jehovah.
First off, take off your hat real quick. Take the hat off so you can. There you go, brother. Let's read it real slow. Say it with the brother while he's saying it.
For in the Lord Yahweh.
One more time.
Yahweh.
What's the Lord's name, brother?
Jehovah.
Come on, let's read it slow, brother.
Ain't no O's in it.
Yah,
Yeah.
ha, wa.
Yahweh.
Say it again.
Yahweh.
Right.
Read it again, brother.
For in the Lord Yahweh is everlasting strength.
So what's the Lord's name?
Yahweh.
Say it proud, man. Say it with confidence.
I'm saying it right.
That's your power right there, brother.
Right.
Yahweh.
Right.
Say it, brother.
Yahweh.
There you go, brother.
right.
That's the name of the Heavenly Father right there, brother.
Right.
That's the name that you should be saved by. Now, what is his son's name? What's his son's name, brother?
You can tell me that?
I can tell you that, but I want to see what you know. What do you think his name is, brother? You think it's Jesus?
I don't know. I ain't even gonna say Jesus. I learned that it wasn't Jesus.
It's not Jesus. You're absolutely correct, brother.
Not Jesus at all.
Let's get Matthew 1 and 21.
Matthew 1 verse 21.
Bring it out.
And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahweh Shai.
What shall we call him?
Yahweh Shai.
What's the name of the Lord's only begotten Son?
Yahweh Shah.
There you go, brother. You see how smooth that is, brother? That's that Hebrew tongue coming out of you, brother. Right, that Hebrew tongue that was hidden all these years, brother. So what's the Most High's name?
Yahweh.
There you go. And what's his son's name?
That's it.
We just read it, brother.
You got it.
That's that, man. I gotta.
Read it one more time.
And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahweh Shai.
What is it?
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shah.
Yeah, Howard Shai. There you go, brother. Don't that sound way more masculine and scary than Jesus or Yahushua?
Yahweh Shah.
There you go, brother.
Sound Israelite too.
It is Israelite.
Right.
It's he who saves or he who delivers, man.
Right.
That's the name of our Lord. Right? So you can't forget that. Anybody got a pen on them? Come. Can a brother write down the name of the Lord for him? In the name of his son. So those are the names where we must be saved, man. Those are the names according to the doctrine, according to the understanding, according to the truth that gives us that wisdom, man.
Right.
Because calling upon all those other names, you didn't have on the fringes, you was eating pork, you was forsaking the Sabbath, but now that you had these names, you got to hold it dear. Just like wisdom, brother. Because anything less than perfect is failure, brother. And we got to be perfect in the sight of the Lord. Right? Give me Isaiah chapter 42 and start at verse 17. So here go, the brother wrote it down for you. Right? So you can never forget the names of the Lord.
Never.
So you can never resort back to that old man that you got to put into the dirt, brother. Right, bring that up.
Isaiah 42 and verse 17.
Bring it out.
They shall be turned back. They shall be greatly ashamed that trust in graven images.
So we're going to be turned back, and we're going to be ashamed for the old images of what we used to worship and the images of ourselves, brother. The old image of who we were, we're going to be ashamed of that, brother. You're going to be ashamed that you didn't remember the name of the Lord. You're going to be ashamed that you knew you was Israel and you did the ways of these nasty white people.
Right.
Ham and spam.
Right.
We're going to be ashamed of that, brother.
Right.
Those images are going to be atrocious to us, man. Look at all these mighty brothers up here, man.
Right.
I guarantee you, we ask every single one of them, they're ashamed of who they were before the truth.
That's right.
They're say it again, brother.
100%.
He said 100%. We're ashamed of who we used to be. Whoremongers,
Right.
defiled with the ways of the world,
Right.
covenant breakers, right? Envious, lustful, anything atrocious and evil. That's who we were, brother. But now we're going to hate those images, man.
Right.
We're going to turn back into the Lord.
That's right.
We're going to turn back into the ways of the Lord. Give me Jeremiah 11 and verse number 1.
Jeremiah chapter 11 and verse number 1.
Bring it out.
The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord saying, hear the words of this covenant, and speak unto the men of Judah and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and say unto them, thus saith the Lord God of Israel, cursed be the man that obeyeth not the words of this covenant.
So cursed be the man that obey not the words of this covenant, man. We don't want you to be under these curses, man. Right, give me Leviticus 26 and 17, man. Let's tell the brother one of the curses that befall our people, man. So these curses are going to be upon us. They're going to hold on to us like dirt. Remember when you was young and you were playing and you got dirty?
Yeah.
You know how hard your mom had to scrub under your neck and behind your ears to get that dirt off?
Yeah.
That's how them curses cleave unto us, brother. So cursed be the man who doesn't keep the covenant, right?
Leviticus chapter 26 and verse 17. And I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies.
That's what's happening to us now, man. Because we're cursed because we broke the commandments, man. We're cursed because we don't care about the Lord right now.
Right.
We don't care about the Lord. We gunning each other down. We shooting each other. Come up, brother. Come up and find out who you are.
I know who I'm, man.
Who are you then, brother?
I'm a black man.
Well, black is a color.
Right.
Who are you, brother?
I'm who I am.
And who is that, brother? Come on up here, brother. You amongst family, man. Come find out who you are. I can't hear you, brother. You gotta take that lollipop out, man.
You tell me who I am.
That's a great thing to say, man.
Right.
That's a great answer. Give me Romans 11.
Please tell me who I am.
We will tell you who you are, brother.
Con.
We will give you that information, right?
Romans 11 verse 1. I say then, have God cast away his people? God forbid.
So the Lord hasn't cast away his chosen people, brother. His chosen people are still walking on the earth, right?
God forbid, for I also am an Israelite.
Now I'm a black man.
For I also am an
A
Israelite.
Negro.
For I also am an Israelite.
So we are Israelites, brother. That's our God-given nationality. All the way up from Judah, all the way down to Naphtali. Everybody you see on this sign, we are blood related through the seed line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, brother.
right.
So that's who we are. So I'm gonna ask you again. We're gonna start over. We're gonna act like you just came up again. What's your nationality, brother? Who are you?
I got some of Israelite.
There you go, brother. Yeah, you Israel. Whoa, you don't roll back, brother. You still gotta stay up here. You gotta find out how you know you're
I
Israelite.
gotta go, man.
You don't gotta go nowhere, brother. Come back up here, man.
Come on, brother.
Come on, bro. Show me who I am.
Man, even at a lower state, our brothers are proud, man. Even at a lower state, man. What was the precept that we was holding?
Leviticus
Oh, yeah.
17.
Leviticus chapter 26 and verse 17 from the top. And I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies. They that hate you shall reign over you, and ye shall flee when none pursueth you.
And that's what's going to befall you, brother. Those that hate you are going to continue to reign over you. And when nobody's pursuing you, you're just going to be running.
Right.
Like Forrest Gump. Just running for no reason, brother. That's the curses that befall the people who break the covenant with the Lord, man. And like I said earlier, anything less than perfect is not acceptable, brother. So you got to perfectly search out and remember all the commandments of the Lord. And when you feel like you forget them, what you supposed to do? Search them out again.
Read them again.
And if you forget it for a third time, what you supposed to do? I can't hear you.
Read them again.
There you go, brother.
Right.
All praises to the Most High. Now, before you leave, who's that?
Him?
Yeah, who's that?
That guy.
Who is that, sir?
That's the devil. That's Satan.
All praises.
That's Satan right there.
That's Satan right there?
Yeah, that's Satan.
Yeah, that's
the one
Satan
that
right
tricked
there,
us
brother.
To worship him.
There we go, brother.
Tricked us to worship him, and you know.
Well, step on that image. We got a thing up here. The lies we step on. Nah, brother, step on that image, brother. There you go. There you go, brother. So we told you that you was an Israelite. We revoked that spirit that the Most High put on you those years ago, and you got to carry that same zeal and that same flame, right? Let's get Revelations 3 and 15 one more time, right?
Revelation chapter 3 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot.
So from this day forward, brother, you got to let that flame keep you hot. You got to be hot and be zealous for the Lord, man. You got to make sure you're doing all you can for the Lord, man. Or you're going to be walking around sucking that cigarette like that, man. Right?
Yeah.
You see? That's the truth, brother. So you can't be cold. You can't be lukewarm. You can't be on the fence with it, man. You got to be on the right-hand side. Right? Hold on, brother. Let us finish. What's your nationality? Let's finish it.
Verse 16. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
So you'll be spewed out of the mouth of the Lord. Meaning cast into utter darkness, cast into the land of the living, cast into the congregation of the dead, just waiting for the missiles to hit America.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So, brother, remember that. Come back up here. You live out here?
Yeah,
Where you live at, brother?
I live up there near Monument Street.
Well, walk over here, brother. Walk over here every Friday night and Saturday.
Right, that's
And get
right.
built up with your brothers, man.
Right.
Right, the same faces you see out here, Lord willing, we'll be out here next week.
That's right.
Telling you the same thing.
Same thing. Same thing.
Well, don't have it. I saw y'all.
Right.
Say I'm gonna see you again, Lord willing.
That's
I
right.
will see y'all again with us.
Lord willing, all praises to the Most High, man. You be safe out here, brother. Give me Lamentations 3 and verse 23. Start at 22. Start at 21. All praises to the Most High.
Lamentation.
And Lord willing, if you continue to keep coming up, brother, if you can't find fringes, we'll help you find fringes.
That's right.
Brother.
Right.
Right?
Lamentation chapter 3 and verse 21. This I recall to my mind. Therefore have I hope. It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed.
So the Lord's mercies that we're not consumed. Now, brother, you said you from Mali, right? That's West Africa, right? Were your forefathers part of the transatlantic slave trade?
My forefather is part of the Mansa, Musa, the first people that came here for 1,200 ships. That's my people.
Okay. No, but the question I asked,
1226.
though, that wasn't the first people to come over here, though.
That's my people, my first people, my king, literally my king, Abubakar II.
Okay.
Took a ship from Cebu to my
Right.
hometown,
Mhm.
Timbuktu. That's where I was born at. All the way here.
Okay.
Got messenger back. Yes, that's who I consider my people that did it with their free will.
Okay, so your people weren't part of the transatlantic slave trade.
No, they part of my people are the people that came here on their own first.
Okay, so your people may have been the ones who sold our forefathers into slavery. It sounds like what you're saying, brother.
Slavery you cannot sold. Black, it don't make no sense.
No, because we're not the same people.
How? You
Because
agree?
you have the Hamites and you have Israelites.
They come from who?
We come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Adam.
Let's get the shotgun.
No,
Let's get the shotgun.
Adam. Okay, no,
Let's
you
get the
cannot-
shotgun. No, you're not going to talk over the words of the Lord. Let's get the shotgun.
Yeah, this one.
The book of 2nd Ezra,
Okay.
chapter 6 and verse number 54.
All right.
And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all.
So like you said, we all come from Adam, right? We can agree on that.
Which book this come from?
This is the book of 2nd Esdras.
Who wrote it?
Esdras.
Who's address?
He's an Israelite.
No. Who is it?
He's a prophet. He's an Israelite.
He's a reliable person. Do you know person that know him?
Keep going.
No.
Of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
So the Lord has people whom he has chosen. The Lord has people whom he has chosen.
You coming from the Bible, right? This is the Bible.
Are you asking or are you telling me?
I'm asking.
Let's finish off with this.
This from the Bible.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake.
No, for the African sake.
For our sake.
For the white people's sake.
For our sake.
So the Lord made the world for the Israelites' sakes. We're not worried about the people who Mansa Musa brought over here. We're only dealing with the 12 tribes of Israel, the people who the Lord has chosen and the people who the Lord has not forsaken, right? Keep going.
As for the other people,
As for the people who aren't part of the 12 tribes,
which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing.
so if you're not part of the 12 tribes of Israel, the Lord said that you're nothing. So you might want to reconsider saying my people have free will to do what they want to do. Either you are part of the 12 tribes of Israel and you're the light of the Lord, you're the apple of the Lord's eye, or you're spittle unto him. So which one are you, brother?
I want to know, the book is not reliable. You got to tell me what the book who wrote it first. You cannot.
The book tells you who wrote
But
it.
who wrote it? Who?
The prophets of the Lord.
No,
Give me
you
Amos
got
chapter 3.
multiple people wrote the
Give me
book.
Amos chapter
In
2 and
Arabic,
verse
the
11.
book, the original people is in Greek.
No, the origin of the book is not in Greek.
Where's the translation come from? This translation you have in your hand, if it's not Greek.
This is the English translation.
Yeah, from?
So it came from Hebrew.
No, English.
What are you
No,
talking about?
no, Hebrew.
The Old Testament was written in Hebrew.
No, Aramaic.
No, it was never Aramaic.
No.
The Lord never spoke Aramaic, that nasty language, man.
No.
The Lord translated it in the hands of the king to translate it into English.
That's right.
Bring that up.
Amos 2 verse 11. And I raised up your sons for prophets, and your young men for Nazarites. Is it not even thus, O ye children of Israel?
So the children of Israel were raised up to be prophets, and he done nothing but show his prophets unto the Israelites. You nasty, dirty African, get prepared for slavery. Right? Talking about the Bible was written in Aramaic.
Right.
There is no basis or any book that says the Bible was written in Aramaic.
Never.
When the Lord was crucified, didn't it say that they wrote it in Hebrew and in Greek? So what the hell is he talking about?
Right.
What the hell is he talking about? And if you knew anything, that Latin was the language that the Greeks spoke. So it was written in Latin. It wasn't written in Aramaic.
Right.
Foolish people, man.
Foolish.
Go back to the land of Ham.
Right.
Disgusting Hamites, man.
Right.
The Lord not dealing with all that, man. The Lord not dealing with nasty, ashy weed and cigarette smoking Hamites, man. Right? Say it again, brother.
African booty scratch.
That's what they are, man. That's all they are. Bring it out.
Genesis chapter 9 and verse 25. And he said, Cursed be Canaan.
Cursed be who?
Cursed be Canaan.
Cursed be those nasty, disgusting Hamites, man. Those Hamites who have ashy skin continuously. Those Hamites that drink cow urine. The Hamites that worship and jump around with loincloths. Those Hamites that take dung baths. Man, cursed be Canaan.
A servant of servants.
A servant of servants, man. And that's another thing, man. These Hamites, come on up here, brother. Come on up. You gotta see the signs, though. Right? And Ham be proud, man. Ham be looking down on you, man, like you ain't nothing. Oh, that's what he said? And we better than him at everything, man. Hold on, brother. We gonna finish this and we gonna build with you, brother. Give us like 5 seconds.
Shall he be unto his brethren.
Cursed shall they be unto their brethren, man. They're never going to rise up above the so-called Moabites. Never going to rise up above the Israelites for sure. Never going to rise up above none of these nations, man. Their pinnacle and their height was during the time of Egypt. And look how long ago was that.
See that?
Right? What's up, brother? How you feeling, man? So we out here to teach the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who they are in these last days. Right? So if I was to ask you your nationality, what would you tell me, brother?
I would say more.
More?
Yeah.
Well, what does more mean?
More
That's a
mean-
term that was originated during the late medieval times, or what you would call the Dark Ages.
Sure.
Right? So what does that word actually mean?
I would say anybody after
More just means black, brother.
yeah.
More just means black. Right? Bring it up. Huh?
It says Africans and Arabs collectively referred to by the Europeans as Moor.
So so-called African Americans, right, were referred to as Moor.
The word Moor entered the vocabulary of the Europeans, meaning blacks.
Meaning what?
Meaning
blacks.
So you just saying you Moor is just another fancy way of saying I'm black.
Right.
Fancy,
Okay, take the mask down, brother. I can't hear you.
fancy is good.
No, fancy is not good. Right? It's just a better way up of calling yourself a byword, brother. So up here, we're here to tell the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who they are. Right? Because black is just a color. Black is the color of my brothers right here. Everything the brother got. The camera, the umbrella, all that. Right? So we're going to show you in 4 precepts that you will be an Israelite, brother. 4 precepts.
4.
Right? Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and start at verse 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So this is Moses speaking to the Israelites after they got out of Egypt, saying, if you don't listen to the voice of the Lord your God,
to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So the Lord said his chosen people will be cursed if they forsook the commandments and the words and the covenant of the Lord, right? So that's 1 out of the 4, right? Let's go to verse 48.
Verse number 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So the Lord said his chosen people will have to serve their enemies, right? So let's put it on perspective. Say white people are the Lord's chosen people. Who are their enemies that they're serving?
Us.
How are they serving us? Don't we gotta go to them? Back up. Right? But who do you have to serve, brother? If you want some food, where you gotta go? You gotta go to them.
To my owner.
You gotta go to your enemies, man. They own all the food places, right?
Serve thine enemies which the Lord shall send against thee, and hunger.
They own McDonald's, Food Lion, Costco, Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, It's Sugar, Domino's. You gotta go to your enemies for all the food you want, right? We can agree on that, right? But the white man, he going to his brother, right?
And in thirst.
Do we own Deer Park? Do we own Coca-Cola? Do we own any of these distributions that have beverages?
A patent. I said a patent.
A patent?
Patent, yeah.
Yeah, we don't have a patent for it. We can say that. Yeah. But essentially, they own all these places that you get your water from, right? Or anything that you drink.
And in nakedness.
Do we own New Balance, brother? That's 3. That's only 3, brother. We don't own New Balances. Brother, do we own Polo? Absolutely not. What about Nike, brother? So you got to go to your enemy for clothing, right?
And in want of all things.
You name one thing you don't got to go to your enemy for?
I don't know. I said your hair.
Well, don't they sell you products like combs and grease and pink lotion? Everybody mother has some pink lotion in the house, right? But never you. Yeah, same stuff from the early 1990s and 1980s, right? And what is this enemy going to do to you?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
So these enemies put yokes of iron upon thy neck, right?
Until he have destroyed thee.
Until we call ourselves more African American. We don't care about our heritage. We don't care about where we've been. We don't care about the atrocities that happened to our people in the Civil War era or the Civil Rights era. That was only but 50 years ago, 60 years ago. Right? Those curses only fit our people, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So that's 2 verses. We got 2 more for you, brother. 2 more for you. Can anybody else say that they enemies put yokes of iron upon their neck? Can anybody else say they got to go to their enemy for the want of all things? These people behind you can go home and eat that fly-infested food. Right, with their toes out. Right? Give me Jeremiah 42 and 22.
Jeremiah 42 verse 22. Now therefore, know certainly that ye shall die by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence. and the place where ye desire to go and to sojourn.
So the Lord said that his chosen people would die by the sword and by pestilence. So when the so-called conquistadors came over to this land, what did they give our people? They gave them blankets with what? Smallpox. With all these many different manners of diseases, man. Our people got the highest rate of cancer, diabetes, hypertension. All these different diseases are cleaving into our people. Right? Say it again. Well, it's the Lord cursing us, man. It's the Lord putting these pestilence and being forsook because we forsook him, man. Right? And dying by the sword, man. Who's more likely to kill us if they had a gun? Our own people, right? We shoot each other up and we make music about it. You know how many times I done heard in a song, I'm smoking on so-and-so? I spent the block on so-and-so. Now his mom crying at his grave. Do white people make music like that? Have you ever heard a Moabite rapping about killing another, or a Chinese man rap about killing another Chinese man? I've never heard it. What about an East Indian man with the red dots on their forehead? You ever heard about them spinning the block on each other? No, they don't do that. We're the only people who catch all these pestilence from our enemies. Hold on, brother. You got one more verse. All right, go ahead. You can get your pound, but you got one more verse, brother. Let's go to verse 68 in Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Now, how do we get to this land called America?
Trade. I said through the trade.
Through trade. What means of transportation?
Boat.
By boat, right? Well, let's read out the Bible.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So mind you, this is Moses speaking to the Israelites after they just left out of Egypt. Right? So what condition were they in Egypt? Were they free men and women? Were they happy in Egypt? What were they doing? Well, let's find out. Let's get Exodus chapter 20 verse 2.
The book of Exodus chapter 20 verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So what's another word for bondage, brother? In chains. Slaves, right? So the brother gonna read Deuteronomy 28 and 68 verbatim, and we're going to substitute Egypt for what? Slavery, right?
Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
What does Egypt mean again? Bondage, right? Into slavery again.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
No, we walked over here.
With ships.
We took Delta.
With ships.
Who's the only people to ever be sold into bondage by their enemies on ships? Who's the only people that happened to? Us. And who is us, brother? The Israelites, brother, right? Keep going, King.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
The way that the Lord said it was going to happen 4,000 plus years ago, it happened that way, didn't it? You seen Roots. We read about this stuff in history. And on the contrary, our brothers from the Northern Kingdom, man, they was taken from this land and taken over to Spain and different parts of South America and Portugal and forced to work in different type of plantation fields, man. Right?
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
We haven't seen our homeland since, man. We don't even know our homeland. What's our homeland, brother? Stop inching back away, brother. Get back up here, man. Right. Come find out your history so you can serve the Lord, brother.
I gotta find it out.
Brother, you finding it out now? You just said you was an Israelite, brother.
It'll come to me then.
Well, it's coming to you right now, brother.
I can't see it. That's why I'm here.
You said what?
That's why I'm here.
Well, don't back up, brother. Come back up here so you can get these words,
I'm
brother.
about to roll out. I'm here for it. I ain't here to get picked on. I'm here.
Nah, you can't roll out, brother, until you find out how you can serve the Lord. What you got to do to serve the Lord, man? You can't just find out you're an Israelite and roll out.
Yeah, you do. You got to. You got to. What you just call that Israelite? You call them what? A poor African or something?
Keep going, brother.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
So all this happened to the Israelites, brother. You just omitted out of your own mouth that you were Israelite. Now that you know that you are Israelite, what are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to serve the Lord? To do what? All right, brother, you an Israelite, man. Jake, man.
Right.
Jake can't hold their peace and just stand still to find out how to receive salvation. They can't. It's heartbreaking, man.
Right.
It's upsetting, man. It's sad to see our people in such a condition, man. But you know what? The Lord is not forsaking us. The Lord is putting it in those whose spirit are willing to turn back.
Right.
Who He called from the foundation, man.
Right.
Because this place is bound to be destroyed, man. All our people are deceived. All our people are walking just zombies out here, man.
Right.
All they care about is beefs and damn video games.
Right.
All I've been seeing is what's that? NCAA football, man. That's all I've been seeing, man. Right. Give me Revelation 19 and verse 20, man. Right, because the Lord is coming back to destroy this place thoroughly, man. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 32 and start at verse 40. Start at verse 40, man.
Revelation chapter 19 and verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him.
So the beast is this so-called white man, man, in his society, man. Right. Everything that they stand for is going to be taken before the Lord, man. The Lord's sword is going to be bathed in blood by the sons of all those Idumeamites that afflicted us and punished us and did whatever manner of wickedness they did to us, man.
Right.
All that is going to fall back upon their head, man. That strife that they had for us, man, all that is going to be cast into the past, man. No much longer we're going to look at gray-haired white man have to look at us in the eyes, man.
Right.
How they made our forefathers look on the ground, they better look at the ground, man.
That's right.
Or 39 stripes until they can't get up, right?
And with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone.
Burning with brimstone, man.
Right.
So the world is deceived by the ways of the nations, man. The world of Israel is deceived, man. The so-called white man deceived the whole world, man. They got these people out here in China not even calling themselves their actual God-given nationality.
Right.
Got them talking about if you want to fly a plane, you got to learn English. They come to the UN meetings wearing suits and shaking hands instead of bowing with their ancient custom, man.
Right.
They deceived the whole world. Chiefly Israel, man. Chiefly Israel. And the only people who truly care are the servants and prophets of the Lord, man. Those are the people who care about the Lord, man. Because all these people who go to and fro, prophesying and preaching in these pulpits are just destroying our people more and more and more, man.
Right.
That slave-filled Christianity, man, is destroying our people. It's making our people docile. Making our people just weeping puppies, man. Waiting for a white man to come out the sky to save us, man. That, what's Northern Kingdom do? They got that Catholicism, man. That Catholicism, like the brother said. They made altars in the backyard.
Right.
Right? Wait.
Mother Mary.
Mother Mary. What they call it? Santa Maria? Santa Maria. Right? Thinking that Santa Maria is going to say, you praying to the mother of our Lord instead of praying unto the Lord.
Right.
Right? The confusion and ideology that was pushed on our people, man, has destroyed us thoroughly, man. And we all were deceived, man.
Right.
Everybody was out here walking around worshiping the beast.
Right.
Looking at ancient Rome all over again and marveling over it, man. I don't know about brothers, but I used to wake up when I was younger like, damn, I'm so glad I'm in America. Now that I'm in the truth and I woke up, I'm like, damn, I can't stand that I'm here in America, man.
Right.
Right, they used to show you those commercials where 15 cents a day, you can feed a whole village. Right, and you're like, damn, I got TV dinners in the house. Right? That's the deception that our people are in, man. The deception that everything is good in America, man. There's nothing good in America, man. And the Lord has a sword destruction coming for America, man. Nuclear missiles, seditions of people, civil war, everything you could imagine that would never happen is going to happen, man. Bring that out in Deuteronomy 32. Start at verse 40. Whoever got it.
Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse number 40.
Bring it out.
For I lift up my hands to heaven and say, I live forever. If I wet my glittering sword.
If what?
If I wet my glittering sword.
The Lord is getting ready to call out all the angels of war, man. All the angels on the right-hand side to exact vengeance upon the so-called white man and his armies, man. All the people who are building up nuclear missiles, man, the Space Force ain't come for no reason.
Right.
They don't got spaceships for no reason with nukes on it.
Right.
They're not trying to blow nothing up there. So like, what's up there to blow up? Ain't nothing in space.
Right.
Right? And the ignorant of our people are thinking, yeah, this Space Force is cool.
Right.
Just in case a satellite has something. No. The so-called white man is getting ready to fight our Lord and Savior who's coming back to deliver our people.
Right.
Brother, you an Israelite, take a flyer, man. I know you on the move. Come grab a flyer, brother.
Take a flyer, bro.
Come grab a flyer. Right? While you grab this flyer, brother, let me read one verse into you. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. So we out here to tell the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that black is just a color. It's the color of the tongue of your shoe, brother. And what color is your skin?
It's brown.
It's brown, man. So why we call ourselves black people?
I don't call myself black.
Why we do that? We call ourselves African American. That's the name of two different white people. Where you people from?
North Carolina.
North Carolina, brother. You more than likely be a Gadite, brother. Yeah. None of our people come from Africa, brother. We come from the lineage of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. Let's bring this up. I got two verses for you before you leave.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So this is Moses telling the Israelites after they got out of Egypt. You know the story of Moses? What did Moses say to Pharaoh? Let my what? Let my people go. If I'm saying let my people go, what condition are my people in? We in slavery. In prison. There you go, brother. So this is after they came out of Egypt, after they came out of prison of slavery. He said, if you don't listen to the words of the Lord, you're going to be cursed. Now, is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing, right? Let's read one curse that happened to God's chosen people.
Verse number 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So the Lord just brought the Israelites out of Egypt. What does it mean he's going to bring them back into Egypt? What does that mean, brother?
He's going to bring them back?
Yeah, what do you think that means? If Moses had to say, let my people go, if I'm going to bring you back into Egypt,
Egypt is ours then.
No, Egypt is slavery. Egypt is bondage. Right, after they just left out. He said he's going to bring his people. Yeah, the Lord told Moses to say it to the Israelites. Start from the top again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now, what were we doing in Egypt, brother? We was in what? Slavery. So the Lord's going to bring us back into what? Slavery, right? With what?
Again, with ships.
With what?
With ships.
Now, who's the only people under the whole earth to ever go into slavery on ships? The so-called black people. But again, the tongue of your shoe is black.
I don't believe that either.
Well, you don't believe the transatlantic slave trade? Why not, brother? Why you don't believe that? Say that again?
I don't believe we came over here in boats like that.
Yeah, we came over here on boats,
Right.
brother.
Where the boats at?
Them boats are destroyed and they were sent over to different places. They're going to run right there. And it tells you that's a slave ship, but they say it's an anti-slave ship. That's what they say. Why would they have anti-slave ships if slavery wasn't being traded? If slaves weren't being traded on the transatlantic route?
See that?
So keep going, King. So yes, the transatlantic slave trade did happen, brother. We are products of that.
Right.
All right. Into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
We haven't seen our homeland since. America's not our homeland. This place has done nothing good for the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American.
Right.
Nothing good at all.
And there
Once we got off those slave ships,
ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
now we can agree that slavery did happen in America, right? We were sold to our enemies, right? Who's our enemies? You sure? Yeah, the white man is our enemy, right? You'll be sold unto your enemy.
For bondmen,
Slave man.
and bondwomen.
That's why your last name is whatever it may be. That's the name. What is it?
Son of Harry.
Son of Harry.
Harris, son of.
Oh, Harrison. That's definitely not your last name, brother. That's definitely not your last name. But who is Harry? A nasty white man who was whipping our forefathers in the field.
Right.
And no man shall buy you.
And we're still in this captivity today, brother. You would be an Israelite. Look at that flyer and figure out what you got to do to receive salvation for you and your family, brother.
Right.
Make sure you check that out. All praise to the Most High. Quick flyer pass. Well, let's go back to Deuteronomy 32. right?
32 and 40.
40.
Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse number 40.
Bring it over.
Verse number 41. If I whet my glittering sword and my hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to mine enemies.
So the Lord is rendering vengeance unto his enemies, man. We're seeing it before our eyes, man. America only got but so long left, man.
Right.
You can smell it in the air that something big is brewing up, man.
Right.
Whether it be a false flag, whether it be an EMP attack, whether it be civil war starts, whether it be, I don't know, a famine.
Right.
You can feel something coming to America, man.
Right.
Only a fool would think America will last longer and longer and longer.
I know.
Only a fool would want America to last longer and longer and longer,
Right,
man.
right.
So the Lord has vengeance that is stirring up for the so-called white man, man. Look, this is what America is right now, man.
Right.
That's America in the flesh,
Right.
right? Tasting his fingers, right? Eating of the old flesh that he used to eat of, man.
Right.
How he used to dominate the world and eat up of everybody else, man.
See
He's
that?
trying to savor those last little pieces that he had, man.
Right.
And it's only but so much longer that he's going to be able to taste it, man.
Right.
Right? That man may only have a couple days left on the earth, man. And that's America in the flesh, right? Keep going.
I will render vengeance to mine enemies and will reward them that hate me.
So the Lord is going to reward them that hate him, man. All the ways of the world hate the Lord, man.
Right.
They set up different idols to worship. They treat his people like garbage. They feed his chosen vessels like slop and pigs and cattle, man. The Lord has a huge judgment on these nasty nations, man. Where are you from? Where are you from? India. Aren't y'all serial rapists over there?
Right.
Y'all are serial rapists over there, man. What's wrong with y'all people over there?
Right.
What? And they're the most racist country.
Racist.
And these are the people who the so-called white man looks up more to us, man.
And Gandhi had a reputation for being racist.
Right.
And he was a pedophile, man.
Right.
It said that he enjoyed the company of 7 and 8-year-olds to test to see if he would do something. Can a brother look that up? Gandhi and the little girls, man. So the Lord's glittering sword is going to be bathed, man. And it's a lot of Idumea, man. It's a lot of Idumea out here. They spread thin throughout the whole world, man. So it's going to be a lot of judgment that's going forth. And I can't wait for the day the Lord gives us that two-edged sword, man.
Right.
On average of nearly 90 rapes a day were reported in India in 2022. According to data from India's National Crime Records Bureau, the true figure is likely to be much higher, as many such crimes go unreported due to fear of reprisal, prevailing stigmas around victims, and lack of faith in police investigations.
That is probably the most wicked thing I've heard all day, man. 90 rapes a day that are reported, man.
That's
Go ahead. Reported, man. And these people are regarded higher than the children of Israel, man. Right? This is madness, man. And we're funding money all throughout the world to these nations, man. Well, not us, but the so-called white man is.
It says, Gandhi himself has confessed to sleeping with young girls, Manu Ben, who was his grandniece, included. As per Gandhi, he was practicing abstinence, and this was a method to test if his self-control had not weakened.
That's wicked. He tested his abstinence by sleeping with young girls. Hold on, it's more on it, man. You can make a whole lesson about these wicked Elamites, man. Right? Elam is wicked, man. Bring that up.
Gandhi was also called a pedophile by many in the crowd for sleeping nude with his teenage grandnieces to test the strength of his vow of chastity.
And all these politicians say they look up to Gandhi, man. They always have pictures of Mahatma Gandhi everywhere, man. These are the people who you choose to elect in this so-called official race, this Democratic Party, man. But didn't the Lord say that you shouldn't vote for a king except it be in your people, lightly paraphrasing?
Right.
But don't nobody speak on Cornel West, who's running for president.
Right.
If so-called black people truly cared about this political race, they would vote for Cornel West. Right, Cornell West would be your first choice, but no, you're too tied up in these political ties, man. Trusting in your oppression, trusting in Egypt, man.
Right.
But ain't nothing Egypt going to bring for you but a sword.
Right.
Nothing that's set up in Egypt but death and destruction, right?
Slavery in India. Slaves from the Horn of Africa were also imported into the Indian subcontinent to serve in the households of the powerful or the Muslim armies of the Deccan sultans of the Mughal Empire. The Portuguese imported African slaves into their Indian colonies on the Konkan coast between about 1530 and 1740.
These people are just brown, dirty colored Edomites, man.
Right.
And that's why the Lord said that his sword is going to be bathed with the blood of our enemies, man. Give me Jeremiah 51. Bring it up.
It says, in 1903, when Gandhi was in South Africa, he wrote that white people there should be the predominating race. He also said, black people are troublesome, very dirty, and live like animals.
Yeah, this is offensive, man. These are the people. What's going on, man? What's your nationality? What's your nationality? Arab. Now, do you know what the... I'm not even going to give that man the time to go. Go ahead, Gabon. I know you got something too.
God, Slucky, right? This is from Gandhi and the little girls. Gandhi immensely loved children and viewed them as true followers of truth. Their innocence captivated him, and he was often moved by their pure actions and thoughts.
That's a damn predator, man.
Right.
Right, Gandhi is a predator, man. He embodies what India is all about, man. Well, let's finish off in this Deuteronomy 32, man. This is awful, man. Everything about this world is awful, man.
Right.
And I pray that the Most High brings a swift destruction to this place, man.
Right.
And Lord willing, we're all counted worthy to be saved, man.
Right.
Because, man, knowing this history, man, the judgment that we're going to exact out is going to be less than what they deserve, man.
Right.
For real, man. All these lineages should be cut off, man. They're raping cows to death and animals to death, man. Like, what the hell?
Deuteronomy 32 and 42. I will make mine arrows drop with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh, and that with the blood of the slain of the captives from the beginning of revenges upon the enemy. Rejoice, O ye nations, with his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants.
He's going to avenge the blood of his servants, man.
Right.
The Lord is coming to march through all these nations to redeem his people, man. Yes, you had some of our remnants over there in Israel, man. I mean, India, man. Damn, that's the land of Sodom and Gomorrah now, man.
Wow.
The way that stuff is going on, they be packed in trains, man.
Right.
Damn, flies all over the food, man.
Right.
Malaria all in the water, man. And these are the people who get funded by the United States government.
Yeah.
These are the people who come over here and open your Dunkin' Donuts and touch on your donuts and your coffee, man. Right? Think twice before you go to Dunkin' Donuts. Right?
And will render vengeance to his adversaries, and will be merciful unto his land and to his people. And Moses came and spake all the words of this song in the ears of the people, he and Hosea the son of Nun. And Moses made an end of speaking all these words to all Israel. And he said unto them, set your hearts unto all the words which I testify among you this day, which ye shall command your children to observe to do all the words of this law.
Right, so you have to set your hearts upon so that you can see the vengeance of the Lord that's coming upon our enemies, man. So that you can see the grace that the Lord is coming to bestow upon those who are part of the elect. You had another point? One more.
In India, 32% of every married woman reported having experienced physical, sexual, or emotional violence by their husbands in their lifetime. The most common type of spousal violence in India is physical, followed by emotional and sexual.
Damn. Bring that out, man. This is awful. God.
Why you just click on it? Right.
Nah, started 3 and 4. Started back at 3 and 4.
Habakkuk 3 verse 4. And his brightness was as the light.
Go on one verse at 3.
Verse 3. The Most High came from Teman, and the Holy One from Mount Paran. Salah. His glory covered the heavens, and the earth was full of his praise.
So the Lord is going to come from destroying America, receiving the elect. He's going to go throughout the whole world, man, exacting judgment on everybody, man. Right? Everybody's going to see. All nations are going to be well and mourn for the Son of Man coming back, man. Every nation that's had a hand in touching Israel. Give me that 1 Maccabees chapter 2. Verse number 11. 10. Come on.
The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 2, and verse number 10. What nation hath not had part? What nation hath not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils? All her ornaments are taken away. Of a free woman, she has become a bond slave.
So all nations have had their hand in our destruction, man. You got some of our people in damn, I keep calling it Israel. The land of Elam, shall we say, in the land of Elam, hearing all these grunts and moans, right? Seeing them worshiping cows, seeing them bowing down to these animals, seeing these women laid out after being violated, like the Benjamites did to that woman. That's what's going on over there, man. It's a whole bunch of gang rape and smells, man. But the Lord is coming with his glittering sword, and his brightness is going to destroy the nations, man. Then he's going to send us out like in Joel, the 2nd chapter, man. That exceedingly great army with swords, with battle axes, right, going to and fro, right, as the land of Edom before us and the desolate wilderness behind us, man. You got more?
What is the cow dung festival in India? In the Gumtaparu village, located on the border of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, the locals mark the end of Diwali every year with a cow dung fight. The villagers celebrated what is called the cow dung festival on the Shabbat.
You say on the Shabbat? Wicked. That's wicked, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. Just reading this stuff, they need to be destroyed tomorrow. Destroyed tomorrow.
The festival in India, where thousands of men dressed as women.
Hold on, say that again.
The festival in India, where thousands of men dressed as women. Cross-dressing in India goes back eons. Their attire resembles Lord Krishna's lover and devotees, creating a metaphor that they're doing this for the love of their God.
What are these people even on the earth for, man? Now let's go back to finish that on. Let's go back to
the men dress up like women at the temple as part of a ritual to please the God and fulfill their wishes.
Man. The water, King. This is madness, man. So the Lord got to destroy these nations, man. Imagine all the stuff that is not reported. Imagine all this. That's like the Bohemian Grove, man. That so-called mystery, man. That's the same thing they doing there, man. All these child sacrifices, all this cross-dressing, all this wickedness, man. We got to get the hell up out of here, man. This should motivate brothers to be more on fire.
That's right.
To be more circumspect. To keep your path on the straight and narrow one, man. We should become like an Elamite in these last days.
Well, you know in Habakkuk 3 and verse 3, his glory covered the heavens, and the earth was full of his praise, and his brightness was as the light. He had horns coming out of his hand.
Right, those horns are referring to the missiles and the destruction that the Lord is going to bring forth, man. He's going to bring forth so much destruction, man. We're not going to talk about the glorious deliverance from Egypt, man. It's going to be the glorious deliverance from this Egypt, man. Right. It's going to be feast that probably lasts 3 months when the Lord talks about the destruction of Babylon the Great. When we talk about the destruction of those who are to be mentioned, man. Right, keep going.
And there was the hiding of his power before him with the pestilence, and burning coals went forth at his feet.
So burning coals and pestilence are before the Lord's feet, man. Imagine you getting destroyed by the chariots and everybody dropping dead because they sick and they hot. Right? The Lord is something to play with, man. And the nations are gonna see in these last days, man. No more nerds with glasses and short shorts. Right? We're not gonna have to deal with that. Yeah, we're talking about you. up there in Velma.
He stood and measured the earth. He beheld and drove asunder the nations. And the everlasting mountains were scattered. The perpetual hills did bow. His ways are everlasting. I saw the tents of Cushan in affliction, and the curtains of the land of Midian did tremble.
So no nation is not going to feel or see the effects of the Lord's destruction, man. Because after that destruction happens, that's when the order is coming, man. It's going to be outright chaos, man. But the children of Israel, the elect men who are set forth to bring deliverance after the destruction, that's when order is going to be set, man. Because the only way to get order is through chaos, man. Right? So brothers and sisters, be circumspect, maintain order, keep your head on the swivel in these last days, because your adversary, the devil, like a roaring lion, is going about seeking whom he may devour, right? Let me get Luke chapter 18 and verse number 7.
The book of Luke, chapter 18 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
And shall not God avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him?
So the Lord is coming to get his elect, right? 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes, man. And they cry unto him day and night. If you're not crying unto the Lord for the abominations that you see, or shoot, even the stuff we just read, man, you may not be part of the elect, man. Right? So forge your mind into crying and sighing unto the Lord, man, so that he can come and deliver us swiftly.
Though he bear long with them, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily.
The Lord is coming like a thief in the night when you least expect it, man. Don't get caught doing things you ought not to do.
Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth?
So the Lord is looking for those who are faithful unto him, man. Those who are faithful, they're going to die in their unfaithfulness, man. So ask the Lord for faith if you like it. With that, the next mighty speaker is coming up. Kwam Yashala. Kwam Yashala. Kwam Yashala.